Is caffeine secretly ruining your sleep? Here's the science you need to know. Have you ever tossed and turned at night, unable to switch off, only to realize you had a cup of coffee or tea hours earlier? You're not alone. What if I told you that caffeine could still be affecting your sleep long after you've had your last sip, even if you don't feel its effect? If you're ever wondered why you're struggling to fall asleep, wake up in the middle of the night, or don't feel rested in the morning, caffeine might be the culprit. And today we are breaking down the science behind it. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how caffeine affects your sleep, what time you should really stop drinking it, and how to get better sleep without giving up your favorite drinks. Plus, I want to hear from you. So stick around and share your experience in the comments. And if you enjoy videos like this about sleep and well-being, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more insight in how to improve your sleep naturally. The question is, how does caffeine disrupt your sleep? Caffeine is a stimulant, which means it keeps you awake by blocking adenosine, a natural brain chemical that makes you feel sleepy. Normally, adenosine builds up throughout the day, helping you feel tired at night. But when you consume caffeine, it hijacks this process, keeping you alert long after you should be winding down. Now here's where it gets interesting. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that caffeine consumed even 6 hours before bedtime can reduce total sleep time by over an hour. And another study in the neuropsychopharmacology showed that caffeine reduces the time spent in deep sleep, which is the stage where your body repairs itself and consolidates memories. That means even if you fall asleep, your sleep quality might be worse, leaving you feeling groggy in the morning. So, how long does caffeine stay in your system? Most people think, I'll be fine if I just don't drink coffee before bed. But here's the surprising part. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. That means if you have a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 p.m. And for some people, especially those with slower metabolism, caffeine can linger for up to 10 hours. That's why drinking coffee in the late afternoon or even certain teas or chocolates could secretly be keeping you awake. And I would love to know, have you ever noticed caffeine affecting your sleep? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. So what are the surprising sources of caffeine? It's not just coffee you need to watch out for. Caffeine is hiding in places you wouldn't expect. It is in green and black tea, even though they are marketed as relaxing. They contain caffeine. Matcha, yerba mate. These trendy drinks pack as much caffeine as a weak coffee. Dark chocolate. The higher the cocoa content, the more caffeine. And of course soft drinks and energy drinks, even low caffeine versions, can disrupt your sleep. Also decaf coffee. Yes, even decaf has small amounts of caffeine. So if you're trying to improve your sleep, check what you are drinking. Not just before bed, but throughout the day. So what advice is there when we should be stopped drinking caffeine? Let's have some practical solutions when you should stop drinking caffeine to avoid sleep disruption. If you're highly sensitive to caffeine, stop at least 10 hours before bed. So if you sleep at 10 p.m., no caffeine after 12 p.m. For most people, aim to avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. So no coffee after 4 p.m. If you don't have sleep issues, you might get away with caffeine in the afternoon, but pay attention to how it affects you. And if you still want a warm drink in the evening, go for herbal teas like chamomile, rooibos or peppermint. These help you relax without messing up your sleep. So, what can you do for better sleep? If you want to see real improvements in your sleep, here's what I recommend. Experiment with cutting back on caffeine in the afternoon. See if your sleep improves. Swap out your evening tea or coffee for a caffeine-free alternative. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make you feel tired, making you think you need more caffeine. And optimize your sleep environment. Comfortable, breathable bedding can also make a big difference. And speaking of that, at Devon Duvets we create handcrafted wool bedding designed to help you sleep naturally, without overheating. If you're looking for a way to get better sleep, check out devonduvets.com for more information. So what are the final thoughts? and it is your turn. If caffeine has been secretly ruining your sleep, now you know how to take control of it. Try adjusting your caffeine intake and see how your sleep improves. And now I want to hear from you. Have you noticed caffeine affecting your sleep? What time do you stop drinking coffee or tea? Let's talk in the comments. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next episode on natural ways to improve your sleep. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.